Imagine this. A president, the most powerful man in the country, walks into a hospital and finds out that the cleaning lady is his long-lost mother. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just a story about a president. This is a story about family, about love, and about how life can surprise us when we least expect it. If you think you know how this story ends, think again. Because what happens next will touch your heart and make you believe in miracles. President Ibrahim Traoré was always busy. Every day he woke up before sunrise, ready to solve problems and help his people. He was young, smart, and respected, but deep inside he felt a hole in his heart. He missed his mother, the woman who raised him in a small village, the woman who was not his real mother but loved him more than anyone. She disappeared when he was just a boy. No one knew where she went. He promised himself he would make her proud, but he never stopped missing her. On this day, the city was alive with noise. Cars honked, people hurried to work, and the sun was already hot. In the presidential palace, Ibrahim sat at his desk reading reports. His phone rang every few minutes. Ministers wanted answers, advisors wanted his opinion, but his mind kept drifting back to his childhood. He remembered the smell of fresh bread in the morning, the sound of goats in the yard, and the gentle voice of his mother calling him to breakfast. He remembered her hands, always busy, cooking, cleaning, fixing his torn clothes. She was always there, even when she was tired. She never complained. She just smiled and told him stories about hope and courage. Suddenly his assistant rushed in. "Mr. President, the new hospital is open. The people are waiting for you." Ibrahim nodded. He stood up, but instead of calling for his car, he told his assistant, "Today I go alone." He changed into simple clothes, put on a cap, and slipped out a side door. He walked through the city, past busy markets and noisy streets. He saw children playing football in the dust, women selling fruit, old men playing cards under a tree. He smiled at them, and they smiled back, not knowing who he was. When he reached the hospital, he stopped for a moment. The building was new and bright, with white walls and blue windows. People lined up outside waiting for help. Inside, doctors and nurses moved quickly, checking patients, giving medicine, and comforting families. Ibrahim walked through the halls, nodding at everyone. He saw a young boy with a broken arm, a mother holding her sick baby, an old man coughing in a wheelchair. He felt proud that his country could help these people. But then, something caught his attention. In a quiet corner, a woman was scrubbing the floor. She wore a faded dress and a scarf over her hair. Her hands were rough, her back was bent, but she moved with care. She hummed a song, soft and sweet. Ibrahim stopped. The song was from his childhood. It was the lullaby his mother used to sing when he was scared at night. His heart raced. He watched her for a moment, trying to see her face. She looked up and their eyes met. He walked over, his voice shaking. "Good morning, Mama." The woman looked surprised, but she smiled. "Good morning, my son," she said, her voice gentle. Ibrahim felt a lump in his throat. He asked her name. She told him. It was the name he remembered from his childhood. He asked about her village, her family, her life. She spoke quietly, telling him about the boy she raised, the boy she lost, the boy she prayed for every night. Ibrahim's hands trembled. He asked about the games they played, the food she cooked, the stories she told. Every answer was right. Every detail matched his memories. He could not wait any longer. He dropped to his knees and whispered, "Mama, it's me. It's Ibrahim." The woman gasped. She touched his face, tears running down her cheeks. She hugged him tight and they both cried. The hospital staff stopped and stared. Some covered their mouths in shock. Others wiped away tears. No one could believe what they were seeing. Ibrahim stood up and hugged his mother again. He told her everything, how he became president, how he searched for her, how he never forgot her. She listened, her eyes shining with pride. She told him about her life in the city, how she worked hard every day, how she missed him but never lost hope. They talked for a long time, right there in the hallway, surrounded by doctors, nurses, and patients. Word spread quickly. People in the hospital whispered to each other. Soon the whole city knew. The president had found his mother, the woman who cleaned the hospital floors. Reporters rushed to the hospital. Cameras flashed. But Ibrahim did not care about the cameras, he only cared about his mother. He took her hand and led her to a quiet room. He asked her what she needed. She shook her head. I have everything. I need now, I have you. Ibrahim smiled. He promised to take care of her. He called his staff and told them to make sure she had a safe place to live, good food to eat, and everything she needed. He also told them to treat every worker in the hospital with respect. Every person matters, he said. Every job is important. That night, Ibrahim sat with his mother in her small room. They ate dinner together, simple food, just like in the village. She told him stories about his childhood, about the time he got lost in the market, about the time he brought home a stray puppy, about the time he stood up to a bully. Ibrahim laughed and cried. He realized how much he missed these moments. The next day, Ibrahim returned to the palace, but he could not stop thinking about his mother. He called a meeting with his ministers. He told them about the workers in the hospital, about the people who clean, cook, and care for others. He said, we must help them, we must respect them. They are the backbone of our country. He started a new program to help poor families, to give jobs to people who needed them, to make sure no one was forgotten. Every week, Ibrahim visited the hospital. Sometimes he brought flowers for his mother. Sometimes he brought books or sweets. Sometimes he just sat with her and listened. He watched her talk to other workers, always with a smile, always with kind words. He saw how people respected her, how they came to her for advice, how she made everyone feel important. One day, a young nurse came to Ibrahim. She said, "Your mother helped me when I was new here. She showed me how to care for patients, how to listen, how to be patient. She is like a mother to all of us." Ibrahim felt proud. He realized that his mother was not just his hero, she was a hero to many. As the months passed, Ibrahim's relationship with his mother grew stronger. He learned new things about her every day. He learned about her dreams, her fears, her hopes for the future. He learned about the sacrifices she made, the pain she endured, the love she gave without asking for anything in return. He realized that everything he was, he owed to her. One afternoon, Ibrahim and his mother walked through the hospital garden. The sun was warm, and the flowers were in bloom. Children played nearby, their laughter filling the air. Ibrahim turned to his mother and said, "Thank you for everything. Thank you for loving me, for teaching me, for never giving up on me." His mother smiled and squeezed his hand. "You are my son, I will always love you." The story of President Ibrahim Traoré and his mother became famous across the country. People talked about it in markets, in schools, in homes. They said, if the president can love and respect his mother, so can we. They started to treat each other with more kindness, more respect. They remembered the importance of family, of love, of never forgetting where you come from. Ibrahim's life changed in many ways. He became a better leader, a better son, a better man. He listened more, cared more, and worked harder to help his people. He knew that true power was not in money or titles, but in love and kindness. He knew that every person mattered, no matter how small their job. His mother lived happily, surrounded by friends and family. She continued to work at the hospital, not because she had to, but because she wanted to help others. She became a symbol of hope, of strength, of the power of a mother's love. And so the story of President Ibrahim Traoré and his long-lost mother reminds us all that life is full of surprises. Sometimes the person you are looking for is right in front of you, waiting for you to notice them. Sometimes the greatest love is found in the simplest places. So always be kind, always remember your roots, and never forget the people who made you who you are.